Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for October 2nd, read by Cindy L. from Fort Worth, Texas. AA thoughts for the day. Amends. Somehow, being alone with God doesn't seem so embarrassing as facing up to another person. Until we actually sit down and talk aloud about what we have so long hidden, our willingness to clean house is still largely theoretical. When we are honest with another person, it confirms that we have been honest with ourselves and with God. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 60. Thought to consider. It is the highest form of self-respect to admit mistakes and to make amends for them. Acronyms. HOW. Honest, open-minded, and willing. Just for today. Hang together forever. From When AA Came of Age. On Sunday morning, the last day of the 1950 International Convention, I found those 12 traditions still on my mind. Each of them I saw as an exercise in humility that can guard us in everyday AA affairs and protect us from ourselves. If AA were really guided by the 12 traditions, we could not possibly be split apart by politics, religion, money, or by any old-timers who might take a notion to be big shots. With none of us throwing our weight around in public, nobody could possibly exploit AA for personal advantage, that is sure. For the first time, I saw AA's anonymity for what it really is. It isn't just something to save us from alcoholic shame and stigma. Its deeper purpose is actually to keep those full egos of ours from running hog wild after money and public fame at AA's expense. It really means personal and group sacrifice for the benefit of all AA. Right then, I resolved to learn our 12 traditions by heart, just as I had learned the 12 steps. If every AA did the same thing and really soaked up these principles, we drunks could hang together forever. Alcoholics Anonymous Comes of Age, page 43. Daily Reflections. The Acid Test. As we work the first 9 steps, we prepare ourselves for the adventure of a new life. But when we approach step 10, we commence to put our AA way of living to practical use, day by day, in fair weather or foul. Then comes the acid test. Can we stay sober, keep an emotional balance, and live to good purpose under all conditions? 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 88. I know the promises are being fulfilled in my life, but I want to maintain and develop them by daily application of step 10. I have learned through this step that if I am disturbed, there is something wrong with me. The other person may be wrong too, but I can only deal with my feelings. When I am hurt or upset, I have to continually look for the cause in me, and then I have to admit and correct my mistakes. It isn't easy, but as long as I know I'm progressing spiritually, I know that I can mark my effort up as a job well done. I have found that pain is a friend. It lets me know that there is something wrong with my emotions, just as a physical pain lets me know there is something wrong with my body. When I take the appropriate action through the 12 steps, the pain gradually goes away. As Bill sees it, recovery through giving. For a new prospect, outline the program of action, explaining how you made a self-appraisal, how you straightened out your past, and why you are now endeavoring to be helpful to him. It is important for him to realize that your attempt to pass this on to him plays a vital part in your own recovery. Actually, he may be helping you more than you are helping him. Make it plain that he is under no obligation to you. In the first 6 months of my own sobriety, I worked hard with many alcoholics. Not a one responded. Yet this work kept me sober. It wasn't a question of those alcoholics giving me anything. My stability came out of trying to give, not out of demanding that I receive. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 94. Grapevine, January 1958. Big Book quote. If, when you honestly want to, you find you cannot quit entirely, or if when drinking you have little control over the amount you take, you are probably alcoholic. If that be the case, you may be suffering from an illness which only a spiritual experience will conquer. Alcoholics Anonymous, We Agnostics, page 44. 24 hours a day. AA thought for the day. What makes an effective talk at an AA meeting? It is not a fine speech with fine choices of words and an impressive delivery. Often a few simple words, direct from the heart, are more effective than the most polished speech. There is always a temptation to speak beyond your experience in order to make a good impression. This is never effective. What does not come from the heart does not reach the heart. What comes from personal experience and a sincere desire to help the other person reaches the heart. Do I speak for effect or with a deep desire to help? Meditation for the day. Thy will be done must be your oft repeated prayer, and in the willing of God's will there should be gladness. You should delight to do that will because when you do, all your life goes right and everything tends to work out for you in the long run. When you are honestly trying to do God's will and humbly accepting the results, nothing can seriously hurt you. He who accepts the will of God in his life may not inherit the earth, but he will inherit real peace of mind. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may have a yielded will. I pray that my will may be attuned to the will of God. Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota, 55012. I'm Cindy L., and I am an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952 through 2001.